Hello and welcome to this session in our series of videos on how to critically appraise a randomized controlled trial following the CASP checklist. In this session, we'll answer question 5, were the study groups similar at the start of the randomized controlled trial? So this question asks us to consider if there are any differences between the groups at the start of the study that could have perhaps skewed the end results. If, for example, the average age of people in the intervention arm was significantly higher than the average age of people in the control arm, well, that could have pronounced effects on the results. If everyone in the placebo group was an overweight heavy smoker, while everyone in the intervention group was a fit non-smoker, and the results of the study showed that people in the intervention group did better, that might be down to the healthier makeup of the intervention group at baseline, rather than down to the intervention itself. To answer this question, then, we need to look for a baseline characteristics table, which shows us how the people making up the different groups of our study compare at the start. In our paper, this is Table 1 on page 812. You usually expect to see a table like this early in the results section, with a brief report of the makeup of the groups and any differences, as we see in the patient disposition and characteristics paragraph on page 811 pictured. As long as a baseline characteristics table is present and it breaks down the groups of the study, showing you all the characteristics you'd want to see, that's fine. If you don't see a baseline characteristics table, or you see one but it's missing key characteristics, well, those are big red flags. We can see the characteristics of each branch of the study in the placebo and duloxetine columns, as shown. The baseline characteristics of each study group, which include characteristics like age and sex, are shown in the table clearly. The study's authors didn't see any disparities between the groups worth pointing out to us, except that there were slightly more participants who'd had prior drug therapy in the placebo group. They seem to be quite similar in all other respects. Are there any other characteristics you'd have liked to see in this table, though? The groups are so similar partly because of the stratification the authors used when randomizing participants. There's more of this in our video answering question 2. We can see that the duloxetine and placebo groups were similar enough at the start of the study that we can be confident any differences in the results observed were down to the study intervention rather than any differences present between the groups from the start. So we can mark question 5 yes. We hope that you found this video helpful. If you have any questions about this training, if you need further assistance with critical appraisal, or would like more video tutorials on how to critically appraise a different type of study or on other topics, please email bartshealth.library@nhs.net.